Hello, everyone, and welcome back into another episode of The Three View. Today, we're joined by Louisiana Drillers head coach Chris Francis. How's it going today?
It's going good. Just inside the rink where it's nice and cool because out here in the South in Louisiana, it's a little hot at this time of the year, so it's nice to be inside the rink.
Honestly, I feel that being in Dallas. So we'll kind of jump right on into things. So this was your first season as a head coach with the Drillers. Kind of talk about your first season in the league.
No, it was good, right? My owners here, Danny Smith, Jamie Sarver, I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to come here and, get my first season as a head coach underway. And, you know, everything here is family, right? They really care about us here. And, I came in and tried to change the culture a little bit more, and, it was pretty successful. So the year here coming to Louisiana is awesome. We have a good following, believe it or not, we have a good following here in Louisiana. My billets are great, so it's fun coming to work every day.
And so you actually came from the Odessa Jackalopes in the NA. Talk about how being an assistant coach in Odessa helped you become a head coach in the NA3.
It was good, right? So my background and everything, I knew nothing about tier two junior hockey, and I had this mindset that they were just going to be average players, right? I just
Mhm.
had no idea. And then when Scotty Doerr gave me the opportunity to go be the assistant there in Odessa, my first day, I was just blown away. The talent, the work ethic from all these players, it was a fun league to be in. And then, coming from the null down to the NA3, it really helped me, kind of understand, what these kids really want to accomplish. And, it gave me the mindset to, prepare these kids. And, obviously since I was in the null, letting them know, what it takes to get to that next level and be successful. So it was great coming from the null, and, being here, it's definitely made Louisiana a better place for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a first year as a head coach, you came in, you upset New Mexico in the division finals to make it to the Frasier Cup, which was obviously a huge accomplishment. Talk about how special that was for you and your team.
Oh, it was very special, right? So, Darren Banks is doing a great job. He's doing a great job there in New Mexico. They have a great team, and it's not just New Mexico, El Paso, the Brahmas, Roadrunners, Capitals, anybody can win on any night.
Mhm.
It's a very tough division. And, for us, it was very special because after the showcase and after the Christmas break, we challenged ourselves. I challenged the group as individuals and as a team, and we started to buy in as a group into the process. And for us to go on that run we did and make it to the Frasier Cup, it was just, it was special for everybody. And, now everybody kind of has an idea of what the success and what you have to do to get that success. So we're excited to build off that and see if we can keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you just said, having been to the Fraser Cup, what's it going to take for your group to repeat that and get back? Like you said, you play in a tough South division, so it's going to be a grind every night.
Yeah, exactly, right. So everyone can win, right? There's no easy games in our division, and that's what makes it exciting, right? Like, you have to be mentally prepared, you have to be physically prepared every day. And, from what we did last year, the group did a good job of buying in. I'm a very big believer in the little things matter. And so every day in the gym, here at the rink, or on the ice for practice, we make sure we get better. We don't waste a day. And it just started to click, right? Like, we knew we had a good team, we just weren't putting it together. And then all of a sudden, after that break, like I said, just things started to roll for us, and we gained confidence. And confidence is a big thing in hockey, right? So
Mhm.
confidence started rolling, we started to roll, and it was just fun.
And as you talk about your team from last year, you told me off camera that you were bringing back your captain in a coaching role. Talk about how cool that will be to kind of have him in the locker room and help the guys out this year.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, Colton Sebastian, he's just a blue collar kind of kid. He works extremely hard. He has a very tough job in the summer, and so it's awesome to be able to bring him back and kind of just, my goal is to kind of just, take him under my wing, teach him, show him the ropes, and maybe this is something he wants to do later on down the road. But, last year for our team, I had a meeting with him right away when I named him captain, and kind of outlined what, his responsibilities were. Like, some days guys aren't going to like you because you're my
Mhm.
second voice. And, he took that job very seriously, and he helped make sure this team was ready to go every day, and he did a great job.
And as we look at your roster from last year, you had a handful of 04s and 05s. Who do you expect to return and be kind of key players both in the locker room and on the ice?
So that's don't know yet because I have a lot of guys attending training camps and a couple NCDC camps guys are going to. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I have a general idea of who's coming back. Like Brody Niche most likely will be back, and he's a great player, and it's hard that he hasn't got a chance yet, but I know his work ethic and determination, he'll get his chance eventually and he'll stick. But for returners, whoever comes back, they know me now, they know what I expect, so it'll be good to have them in the locker room. And I've done a pretty good job recruiting as of right now and going young again, so we should be all right.
And talking about recruiting, we saw you at a handful of the NA combines, throughout the off season. Talk about those events and how, they're able to help you recruit for next year.
Oh, it's good, right? You get to go to different events, different locations, and obviously throughout the year, it's tough for me to recruit because we're so involved in the season. So
Mhm.
being able to go to Columbus, go to California, you get a chance to watch people that you may not see throughout the year, and it gives you a personal connection with these players once you start talking to them. And, obviously their goal is tier two, and absolutely it should be. But, you want to make sure that you could be someone who can support their decisions and help them get to where they want to be. So meeting all these players, it's been fun. And, the NOL does a good job with those events, and it allows us to, make our teams more competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we look forward to the 24-25 season, you'll kick things off coincidentally against New Mexico. Talk about, how the last year's upset's going to fuel the rivalry and, how big of a game one will be.
No, I'm excited to see Darren. Like I said, he's doing a great job there, and I know he's going to have a really good team. So, the rivalry, perfect. I love it. They're a good team. It's good hockey when you play against them. So if it's a rivalry, bring it on. We want it.
Mhm.
But it's a big thing for us because our first half of the season we're pretty much at home the whole first half. So we got to be ready to go and make sure we take care of business at home because second half's all on the road and it gets a little bit harder in that second half of the season. So we got to make sure we're ready. And no, but definitely excited to kick it off against New Mexico. It'll be a good test for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and, good luck this upcoming season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.